Jeez. Come on. Okay. This is the reason why when you move to Hawaii, or if you ever move to Hawaii, you don't want to live all the way out there because you have to fight this traffic if you have to commute. If you work in Honolulu and traffic is a nightmare, for the most part, if you can take the traffic, you can handle the commute. Even though the commute might be 45 minutes or an hour, it's like sometimes just going 20 miles takes you an hour. And there's a difference between, you know, I was in Long Island for about 5 weeks, and my commute was about 30 minutes, 45 minutes, around there. And I was speeding along, you know, on the freeway, going pretty fast. And time goes by pretty quickly when you're moving. But when you're going slow, it takes a lot of concentration. It takes a lot of stress. It's a lot of wear on your car. You're constantly hitting the brake and releasing it, and gassing it and accelerating, decelerating. And believe it or not, in traffic like this, people get into accidents because they do it day in and day out, and they're not paying attention. They're talking, they're on phone, they're having their coffee, eating breakfast, and they rear end somebody. Believe it or not, it's, yeah, I know it's whack, but it's what happens. It happens here in Hawaii. I've seen it several times. So this is the kind of traffic you have to deal with for an affordable home outside of Honolulu. Basically, if you've got a home in Honolulu, you're paying a premium for it because well, because it's in Honolulu, you know. But if you're out in the suburbs in a different town, then you might save 100 or 2,000 on modest 2 or 3 bedroom townhouse. It was very funny. Not too long ago, there was a radio ad saying, how does it go? Like 3 bedroom, 2 bath home, 2 car garage, starting at the low 800,000s. Huh? The low 800,000s. Is that 801,000 or is it 830,000? I don't know about that. Okay, so starting at 800,000, and yeah, that's how much home costs way out there. New homes. Now you can find something in the 6s and 7s for a used home, like something that's, let's say, I don't know, 10 or 15 years, 20 or 30 years to it, might be 20, 30 years old. Believe it or not, in Hawaii, property is so unbelievably expensive. They will sell homes that are 50 years old, and they will sell, and they'll be kind of run down, but they'll be repeatedly repaired, and no, that's not atypical. Now, if you want to save money and you want to put the labor into it, but you just want to get something started, that's usually a place to start. You can get a fixer-upper, and when I mean fixer-upper, I mean fixer-upper. You got to put a lot of fixing into it. So there's been deals that have been had. I've seen deals like that where the structure is termite ridden and it leaves and it's pretty close to being condemned, but people buy them, tear them down, and build new structures just so that you could save a couple $100,000. A couple $100,000, yeah, no kidding. You know, they sell a property for like $250, $400. You tear it down, you put in a $200,000 structure, you know, the materials and whatever labor. So you've spent maybe $600,000 on your property, and you've got a brand new place, as opposed to paying $800,000, you know, for somebody else to have built a new place. Yeah, that's what occurs in Hawaii. That's how it works. Twisted, it works. center. What's going on here? Jeez, what is going on here? Okay, so you might be guessing where I'm going. Well, as you know, I've been hunting for motorcycles for a while because I made up my mind to sell mine. But you know what's interesting I noticed about myself was I had a lot of self-doubt when I started coming across some deals, and I was comparing those other bikes to my bike, and I was thinking, you know what, my bike's better than this. I don't want this. Even though they were good deals, I was thinking, you know, I don't know, is that what I really want? Well, turns out the RC51 that I was looking at had only like 4,000 miles or 5,000 miles, and the guy sold it for $6,000 US, which is really an incredible deal. It's actually a great deal, and it's in great shape. It had aftermarket Yoshimura titanium mufflers on it. I mean, he spent some money on he put money into the bike, right? So it was nice. Anyway, the story with that goes, shoot, this isn't working. What's with this? Okay, I'm just gonna have to cut ahead these guys. People are just weaving left and right here, and people slow down, and I don't know, to get away from here. The thing about Hawaii, if you guys do drive here, people don't know how to merge. When it comes to a merge, like when there's an on-ramp, people come to a complete stop. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to merge, and it happens. It happens actually quite frequently. Yeah. I shouldn't be shifting and shaking like that, but I do. Now the trick is to not get mixed up, to take the wrong exit. Just actually go to the right exit, correct exit. Well, why don't I just go here? Yeah, why don't I? Oh, yeah, so I'm looking for another bike for a while, and it has been truly a while, and I've been looking every day. So I spotted one today. It's a ZXN. It's an 05, and the interesting thing about this bike is that it does not have an undertail exhaust, which was actually surprising, because the undertail exhaust is really what you want. That thing is just really sexy. And you think that in 05 they did that, you know, they did put an undertail exhaust, but they didn't. So the bike is going for a pretty good price, and we'll see. I think I'm gonna be the first to see it. She just listed it, and I just heard up, got off of work early. I gotta go back to work later, but I'm just gonna go and look at it, and I brought cash with me, so who knows, maybe I'll buy it if it's everything she says it is. She put only 4,000 miles on it, and she's the first owner. She's got 2 kids. She's just she's kind of living her second childhood, kind of like guys buying cars. Later in life, you get into a midlife crisis, you buy stupid stuff. Yeah, except this is a lady doing it. Funny. I wouldn't say it's a midlife crisis, but she certainly can't afford it. This is her 6th bike. She's put in 1,000 miles on each bike and sold it. And so apparently she's well-to-do, and she's getting rid of the bike cheap. And she says she's done. She says she's experienced it, and she got it out of her system. She always wanted to try motorcycling. This is her 6th motorcycle, and that's it. So she's wondering what's her next bike gonna be, maybe a cruiser or something else. So it's one of those people, kind of like me, except a lot richer. Want to try different experiences, you know, try different motorcycles and live life. Except I'm poor. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, she bought her bike new too. She bought all her bikes new. Goodness. Yeah. Some people live that way. I wish I didn't have to shop around. Like, I wish I didn't have to buy used stuff. I could just buy new. What was really interesting was my boss at work. He bought, you know, he's got that. I think he's got an 06 R1 with a Termognini exhaust, or whatever you call it. What's that? Whatever that name is, right? That blue and red icon looking thing. It's that Italian exhaust, carbon fiber. So he's got one of those exhausts, and I asked him, you know, how much paid for it. He paid like $900 for it from his neighbor, and it was a really good deal. It had only like 1,200 miles. It's like ridiculous. And anyway, so he bought it like last year, so he's had it for over a year. And I said, wow, that's a great deal. And he complained. He said, you know, I just don't have the ability to shop around and look for good deals like you do. And this is a guy that's making 150, 170,000 a year, right? Okay, so he's making like so much more than the average person. You know, he truly is like the top 1% or the top 0.5% income earners in the world, you know. You know, so he complained about that, and I said, look, man, it's a good deal. You complain about this kind of stuff, but I wish I didn't have to shop around. I wish I didn't have to go out and look for deals. I wish I see this motorcycle. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I want it, and I just buy it. I don't have to haggle. I don't have to worry about hidden problems. You know, I got the warranty. I've got it new. I wish I could buy new. I wish I didn't have to deal with this nonsense. Yeah, so this is the kind of traffic that you have to deal with. You know what? I'm surprised. This vlog has, or vlog has sped up my day, actually. I didn't notice, but I actually got kind of far making the vlog. Hey, all right.